Test. Okay, I moved my microphone and apparently cable got out. Wow, wait, what happened now? Um, okay, now there's audio. Wait, I can fix this. Okay. Okay, thanks for thanks for notifying me that the audio was not working. Oh yeah, audio's working. Okay. So, well, what I basically was talking about, I've been rebuilding Gozen a little bit to make it more easy to work in, because I was trying, like, I was making the project way too complicated that I could not easily see what I was doing anymore. It was taking time to find where things were. So I got a new structure. So I've been rebuilding everything. Everything that I previously built is in olds, like the Webpack plugin and the source code for the all the stuff that I have been making in the past couple months. Assets folder did not really change. Source folder is now just one Godot project, no, not three anymore. Hello, Yusef. I'm not certain if today, like this moment, is actually a very convenient time for a lot of people, because I don't think many people are off around this kind of a time. Oh wow, there are people joining. Hi. um, so yeah, the projects just got a lot easier and a lot cleaner to work in. It's actually been very enjoyable to keep working with them and to actually get a lot of things done. Translation system also got a lot of rework. Yeah, basically I made everything easier to find where everything belongs. So the dialogue part, the startup screen, and the settings, project settings. This is what I have so far of the rebuild. So we have our project, and that's, I think my screen is, it's 9:36. I'm in the Netherlands. Wow, it's a neighbor. Well, not a neighbor anymore because I live in Japan right now, but I used to live in Belgium. So basically we have the start screen, we have the settings menu, and the languages normally work for as far as I have been able to do the translations for like Japanese and Dutch. My Dutch has become extremely rusty, and recently I've been talking with somebody on Instagram, but mainly in Orandago and Dutch, and I've been struggling. Yeah, a lot of things have not been translated yet, but normally tooltips are also working. So if you hover over the different settings, you can now finally create projects, because that's something that was not working before, and I should probably put it in English again, because else nobody will be able to read it. So yeah, I can load my project, but yeah, the whole editor UI, that's still something that I'm working on. I made the hover icons a little bit different. It used to be purple, but it was a little bit too distracting when you hovered over it. So that got changed. Oh wait, if I load the project, why? The top bar is not working properly. Oh, whoops. Why is that? Hmm. Window title. On title changed. Hmm. Project manager. Set title. On title change. Yes, it should work. I don't know why it's not working, but okay, it does something. It just does not update the text for some reason. What is a new title? Wait, why is it still printing 888? Okay, that's fine. That's problem to fix later. First, something I really want to do first before I get too far into the live stream. So I made a video, which I very quickly regret having made. This one. Stop using Windows. I had to add another part, just my opinion, because the amount of negative comments that I received from that video was quite a lot. This video has over 350 comments at this point. I think 350. Oh. So wow, 400 already. Wow. Basically, my phone keeps going off every hour because somebody comments on this video, and again a notification. Again, new comments. I had no idea that Windows versus Linux was such a big issue, debate. The only reason why I had to create this whole setup was because I wanted to get the GDExtension working for Windows. That's, well, in the end I was not able to do it, but I was kind of frustrated with how Windows works, and it has been 8 years. And I kind of wondered, like, why do people still use it? So I kind of wanted to have a reply, and instead of just asking it, I made a video about it, which I regretted. The views and the watch time are nice. Like, I'm not complaining about that. The likes are also nice. Dislikes, so far not that many, compared to all the very, very negative comments that I've received so far. To be clear, I've received a ton of very informative comments and a lot of information on why people still use Windows. A lot of people want to switch, but things like gaming, software like Adobe, Affinity and such, they just don't really, Adobe and Affinity don't work on Linux, and that's an issue. I won't go too much into like, this one is better than this one is better than that. Not gonna talk about that, but basically, Windows, it's not for me. I don't like to be spied upon. I don't like when I put a setting to not track my data, my location. The moment that I go one screen further, it suddenly tracks it again. Those are all things that I don't want. Yes, you can remove all the bloat, but the bloatware are applications of other companies as well, as far as I could see. And for something that you pay for to already come with advertisements. So yeah, again, I'm not going to go too much into details. I'm not a fan of Windows. And I'm sorry that I made that video because some people seem really, really burned by that. Kind of wish that there was like a thing to see, like it says from like the top rated or something, or like the most popular, but this one only has 2 likes. Like, why can I not like classify according to actual likes? Yeah, I should probably not have made this video, but on the other hand, it's something I was really thinking of making a video about. Yeah. Let's continue. For the people that I offended, I'm sorry. And for the people who gave me their opinion, their actual opinion without targeting me, thank you a lot as well, because your information was quite useful. I learned a lot of things about Windows. So okay, well, I will do for the rest of this video. So I've been rebuilding, like I mentioned before. The whole project is working a little bit smoother, and working it is more comfortable. But I still have to copy paste a lot of things, so that's something I wanted to try to do today. I just finished a little bit of the translation support, the localization support. So if people for some reason already start contributing with the localization, they can. It's organized enough that I don't have work when people add stuff. Task goes in. So I have a test project. It's in the git ignore, so you won't see it. But this is basically how a .gozen file will look like. And you can already open .gozen files with the editor. I think I should, for that I probably have to export it, so I cannot really show that right now, I think. I guess. Let's try something. I have not done this before, but normally this should work. So godot src project.godot, and I want to open test projects, and then test.gozen. I don't know what I did just now. It did not work as I expected, so just a moment. I think somebody's trying to break in. Oh. Okay, nobody was trying to break in. Ah, hey! You join almost every single stream, no? Welcome back! How's it going? Well, it's going better. That's also something I have not mentioned yet. Oh, can you guys see me? Yes, you can. So because of that entire video that I made, apparently that gave my body so much stress that I basically woke up in the middle of the night with a panic attack, and then, yeah. The rest is history, I guess, at this point. There are often sounds that we can hear from the neighbors, like our walls are not very thick, but yeah, normally we don't hear that much sounds, but if they slam the doors somewhere over there, I can often hear it, and it sounds like the windows move in such a way that it sounds like somebody's trying to break in. Is it possible to do basic video edit? I don't like it that the heart icon, it's like always blocking. Wait. Let's go here. Let's do this. So this heart icon is blocking the text, and I cannot move it. I don't like this. Also, I don't have two monitors, so I use this as my chat screen. I think there's a big amount of lag on my webcam for some reason, and I don't really know why. Oh, and I should probably put my phone on complete silence. So yeah, is it possible to do, let's see now. Is it possible to do basic video editing in Gozen yet? Not yet, but it's getting very, very close. Like right now, I'm basically rebuilding everything. I already built the timeline set, but because of the way that I made the project in the first place, yeah, it was getting kind of confusing to actually be able to work with the timeline items and add new things, and yeah. So I'm basically rebuilding the entire UI. It's going a lot smoother. Now, right now, it's just copy pasting. In the alpha will. So yeah, the alpha will come next month, and at this moment the alpha is planned to do video editing, but probably still without being able to import videos, but if everything goes well, that also won't be an issue for long because I found somebody who has FFmpeg knowledge. So we will be able to get FFmpeg importing, video importing working, which I'm very looking forward to because that's basically the only thing that I have not figured out right now. So yeah, video editing, basic video editing is almost coming. The alpha next month won't include effects and transitions. Those are two things that I will have to work on later. But first I want to know if everything will work smoothly to begin with. That's why the alpha. Also another thing, the alpha won't include, that's something I also forgot to mention. Let's quickly take the Discord page. I made a post about this because I was kind of struggling with this. Can I do this fully? Oh, no. Oh, wow. Open in full view. Okay. So we have this Gozen OS support, operating system support. That's kind of in relation with my last video. Let's not go too much into this one anymore before I get negative comments on the stream. So basically I had to make a decision if I want to get video editing working in Gozen as quickly as possible. Because Linux support, I use Linux, I work every day on Linux, and that will be the first operating system that Gozen will support, that the video editor will support. Then we have Windows. So far, will Gozen support Windows? The answer is yes. But when, that's another question, because I basically don't have enough time to work on Gozen and also on trying to get the compiling working for Windows. Because the way that Linux works is that you can have FFmpeg installed on your machine, but all programs can use that program. I don't know about, I don't know how it works on Windows. I honestly don't know. FFmpeg is not pre-installed, and as far as I can tell, there's no way of installing FFmpeg locally that all the programs can use it, so you have to compile it with your software. But that's the thing where I get stuck at. And I don't know what's wrong with this webcam. This webcam is very laggy for some reason. I reinstalled this PC recently, so let's see. Did I do something wrong with this thing? I think it's a port 30. Okay, that's looking better. Okay, so yeah, that's starting to look a little smoother. Yeah. So yeah, Windows support. I want to support Windows, but Windows support will come later. It's something that I will work on as soon as I have some time and as soon as you can do basic video editing in Gozen. But even at that point, I think I'll first try to implement effects and transitions before I start to work on the Windows compiling again. I honestly don't think it's that difficult, but I just don't have the knowledge. So I really will need somebody with Windows knowledge that can do the whole compiling, figure out how to make it work. Because like I said here as well, I lost almost 2 full days trying to get compiling working. And if you want to stay up to date with all the progress reports as well, join the Discord server in Gozen video editor in that channel. I often post I post weekly logs on things, and every now and then when I have something extra to say, I will also post it on there. So yeah. Solution basically, I need to rely on somebody else to get the compiling working. I want to support Windows, but Windows doesn't support me. That's honestly the best way of putting it. It's I just don't. I have no experience with Windows. Like, I used to do programming and stuff, but that was always very basic programming and never really with C++. Like, I was using Python on Windows, but except for that, only like a few other languages. But it's only since I moved to Linux that I found that programming was a lot easier somehow. Um, I don't know why, but it was quite easy. So I started programming a lot more the moment that I went to Linux. So that's probably why I know so many more things about compiling for Linux and such compared to Windows. On installing FFmpeg locally, I assume you can ship the FFmpeg binary with Gozen and reference that encode instead of using global. Yeah, you can do that, but FFmpeg is a very fun repository to work with. Like, I have a lot of appreciation for the people who made it, but the licensing makes it complicated. You assume FFmpeg is just one binary file. Let me show you. I think, yeah, the FFmpeg includes. Actually, it's all of these files. And why is this one still like this? Actually, it's all of this. So you have your libav codec, libav format, device, util, postpro, AV format. I think this one is double, AV codec as well. So you also have AV filter. Why is it? It buffers. Why do I have these? I think I just need. Oh. AV filter.ace. Okay, yeah, that will probably be better. So yeah. Maybe we can check what Krita did with the latest release to include it very legally. It is not that difficult to include FFmpeg legally, but it comes with a lot of buts. So, but I like Gozen. Let's go to the repo. No. Gozen. So the repo is under the GPL license. That allows us to have FFmpeg with the tag enable GPL. So that's step one, because else, if you include anything like the 8264, so the most common video codec, that one has a license on it, and that makes it very difficult to actually make a video editor. So like the licensing stuff, that has taken me over a week already to try it and figure out. So it is not that difficult. It's just difficult to actually make the whole compile. Like, I figured out all the legal stuff. So that's honestly not a problem. The problem comes just with being able to compile it for Windows. So let's just use Win64 or something. Oh. Whoops, no, not install, it starts. So with MengW, you can normally compile for Windows. Yeah, patented codecs are kind of, yeah. I know that those patented codecs are kind of troublesome to work with, especially the most common ones. So your videos that you're making with your phone and with your camcorders or cameras, they all use H.264 with good reason, because they're performant and they don't require that much processing power. Because the way that videos get decoded and encoded, it's not as simple as just taking a picture, putting all the bytes and say this is frame number 1. No. If you will do that, you will have the problem that I've been having with the extension in the first version of it. A 10-second video easily takes up around 1 to 2 gigabytes. A 10-second video, if you decode all the frames and put it into RAM. So if you really will treat every single frame as an image. Yeah, try to do that with a 10-minute video. I was over 50 gigabytes and it still did not load. Like, it was still going further and further. Luckily I saw it on time because my drive was almost full. But like, if your RAM gets full, it starts using your disk space as well. Yeah. that was kind of annoying. But with Ming W, the main problem that I'm having is I cannot figure out how to link it correctly. Godot uses sconce, and for some reason I cannot 100% figure out how to make it working. Like I've like here you can kind of see the aftermath of me trying to make it work, trying to compile ffmpeg separately, trying to add the includes to the C++ path and the libraries to the lit path. I kept getting compiling errors, and when it finally worked, when I finally got compiling working, then just the linking in general did not work. It could, like, apparently the code was included, but the includes did not want to work. So yeah. Yeah, I just really need somebody with Windows knowledge. And then we have macOS. I want to support macOS as well. The only thing is I don't have a Mac. I don't have that kind of money laying around to buy one, so yeah, no Mac support anytime soon unless somebody wants to figure out the compiling, because Godot can compile to different, like can export to different operating systems, to Android, iOS, Linux, macOS, web, and Windows desktop for some reason. You found some Windows build helpers in the docs. That would actually be kind of helpful. This one? Cross-compiling from a Linux environment, that will be... Okay, I'm saving this one. I may have another shot at it. If it's not too difficult or annoying to get started with it, I may try one more time, but I really don't want to spend over 1 day for this. Okay, so... Well, let's see how this will go. Like, the compiling itself did not... But on the other hand, like, did I compile for... Yeah, let's see. Maybe I should try to get the DLL and just add the DLL support and DLL to the compiler instead of the code itself. Well, let's see. So yeah, macOS, that will also be something for later, because my macOS experience is a big zero. I have never touched, smelled, or yeah. macOS, it's... I know it has a top bar on top. Same like I have. So yeah. And Android support, basically I won't even try to support Android for it. If there will be an Android version, that will be a completely separate project. I don't see a reason of why you would have a Windows style, like desktop style UI on this kind of a tiny device. That just does not really make sense to me. So I'm not going to support that anytime soon. I just realized as well, did I put oops. Did I put the chat saving on? Yeah, chat replay. Also, if people watch this back later on, they won't be able to figure out who I'm talking to. So yeah, and the project's making big progress. That's because I finally got the timeline working, the project view working, and now it's just basically I restarted, but just copy pasting, adjusting things to make everything more structured. And yeah, so far I'm quite happy with the progress. I still have to do quite a lot of copy pasting. But yeah, like I said, it's just copy pasting, it's just a little bit of... But think of giant Samsung tab. Do people still buy tablets? Like I should be careful that I don't make another mistake like this one. But tablets, like, why would you want to buy a tablet if a lot of laptops right now also have like the screen that you can just detach? Why would you want a giant thing that just runs Android? Are there any benefits that I'm missing, or well, maybe better battery life? But Like on tablets, the supports, if you're lucky, lasts 2 years, and then it directly gets outdated. How long have I been? Okay, wow, I've almost been streaming an hour already. Why does time always go so fast when I'm streaming? Have you tried Sosumi? I learned about from Nick from the of the Linux experiments. You have full Mac OS virtual machine on your Linux. I have. I don't think it was that one, but I have heard about being able to put it on your, like, to be able to put macOS on your Linux PC, and it's something I'm really planning on trying out, just to see if I can figure out how it works. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but eventually I will need to support macOS, and if nobody else will be able to do the compiling, I will have to find out how the compiling works. OS XKVM. Oh yay, KVM! I can work with Xemi again. Oh, the I don't know how you pronounce it. The QEMU, very great software. Like, I remember using VirtualBox for the Windows install, but that was really slow and inconvenient to use. But the Windows experience that I had with the virtual machine from QEMU was actually quite smooth. Like, the mouse, there was a little bit of lag on the mouse, and I could not pass my GPU to it, so it's playing games was probably not going to be possible at all. But it was working smoothly. And now, why is this one not working? Project manager. Wait, does this load? Yes. Prince. It does not set title. I bet does the 888 come from? Oh, cool. Ah, yeah. Oh, but this one is not needed anymore. Okay. Greetings, Lord Anubis. Welcome back. It's slow, but that's what it takes for Xcode dependencies, I believe. Yeah, the thing as well, especially with macOS, the way of doing things, it used to be that you could probably run it on almost any hardware. Now, at least like slightly supported, especially like graphics cards. But because they use their own processor, like their own processor series, I forgot how they're called, it's actually getting kind of difficult to like make the OS run on anything that's not that processor. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there were some issues with that. What was the thing that there are these people, Asahi Linux, they're trying to make Linux work on the new MacBooks. I'm honestly kind of like, if that would actually work amazing and without too much trouble, I could actually see myself buying a MacBook just to run Asahi Linux, because the build quality of MacBooks, it's still, yeah. Again, it's just my opinion. I don't blame me. I become very, very careful with what I say about different products and different software, because I did not know developers and just people in general sometimes have a difficult time with accepting opinions. We need to reverse. So wait, why is this not working? Set title is not loading. Okay, I was going to work on the GDExtension, but now I feel like I should first fix this, because I found a bug and it's like such a tiny thing. Yeah, I really feel like the amount of work that they were able to do in such a quick way without having any documentation of how the whole macOS processor architecture works. That's honestly, I'm amazed that they even got it to work in the first place. Like I remember that there were still some issues that I saw about, but that was like 2 months ago when I last looked at it. Yeah, like in 1 year they reverse engineered from scratch, like without documentation. That's honestly like that really makes me want to kind of try. It makes me want to try their OS. But for that you need a MacBook, and yeah, again, I'm not I'm not in that kind of position that I can afford that. Okay, so here it opens. Maybe I should just put it on, like I should not put it in here, can I? Like in the, when you load the project. Maybe I should just call this one untitled changed. And just get title. Oops. Oh, whoops. Dot emit. Okay, that's okay. It's fucking now. Okay. Small fix was needed. Okay, so what was I doing again? Yeah, I think for now, I don't really need this anymore. Oh, wait. Top bar. Main. Top bar. I think there's still a print in the top bar. No, not top bar window title. Yep. No, it's gone. Oh no. Okay, and that's fixed. So I can close this one for today, and I will start working on the GDExtension. The splash screen. Wait, which splash screen? The startup. I think you're talking about the startup. Yeah. So Blender copied my start screen. Let's keep it at that. No, I was looking to make some kind of like startup menu, and this is basically what I came up with. The reason why I want a startup menu is so people have more of a clear idea when they start the thing. Like when you start Kdenlive, for example, you directly get thrown into the editor. You don't know how do you create a new project, and for newer video editors, that this was one of the first problems that my wife had when she tried to edit her first video. She very quickly gave up, but she did not know how to actually like start. She thought it was broken when she started Kdenlive up because of the way it looks. So I kind of thought if I want my video to be easy to use, I should have some kind of start screen. And that's basically the entire story. We also have a settings menu. Yeah, not many settings. There's also a project settings menu. Oh. Okay, that's also not working. Again, there's a lot of copy pasting, but I forget some things. Again to the top bar. On project loaded, func. Yeah, it should work. Why is it not working? Dot emit. Let's try that. Oh wait, I should probably also have this one over here so it actually works. Okay. So now when I start this, normally I should have my project settings, so I can change the title, I can change the dates, and I made another mistake. I've been working a lot recently on this project. Oh. No. I've been investing a ton of hours into this recently because I really want to get the alpha done on time. Right now, I'm more than on schedule. But yeah, if things like this could keep happening, um, edit dependencies, resource screen is in screen project settings menu is in use. How can it be in use when it's not open? No. Is it? No, no. I should probably close this one before Discord sounds happen. Yeah, how do I solve this? That's an annoying one. That's a really, really annoying, unfortunate thing. Because now the question is, what's wrong? What part made it stop working? Yeah, Falcor, I've been having this issue kind of often with Godot recently, and it's honestly getting kind of to the point that it's gets very annoying to deal with. Um, let's close this one. We don't need that one anymore. Stream says okay. This one says okay. I keep seeing like a delay on the stream, like a very big delay of like almost a minute. What could be corrupt about it? And the thing is, I don't want to restart the entire thing. This is a mistake. Let's quickly check if I have this one in my YAML file. Yes, okay. So that was not a problem. Readme, no. I'll need this one later, but... if you have the file open in VS Code, that could easily be the thing that... No. Maybe reset the project, can I? I already have enough bugs as it is. Having like engine related bugs as well. Oh. Okay. So, well, basically I already fixed it in the file itself. So normally when I do this, I can open this and yeah, the localization is correct. But that took kind of a long time. Why does it take so long to open? The 20 seconds delay is on YouTube. That's normal. Ah. No. 私も一緒に行くことになりました。車狭くなるけど、ごめんね。No. Okay, I quickly need to reply to this message. I think. I have no idea what this word is in Japanese. Rose beets? Well, I'm going to somewhere next week with my wife's family. So how often do you commit? My commits of Gozen are probably more than I would like. So these are all from today. This is from yesterday. This is from 20th, 19th, 16. I used to commit not that often, but yeah, I probably should commit a little bit more as close as I'm getting towards the alpha, especially in case people are willing to contribute. But contributing on a video editor that's like not even working yet, I know it's not possible for a lot of people. So yeah. Am I fluent in Japanese? まあ、まだあまりペラペラじゃないけど、もう会話ができる。難しいの会話はまだまだだけど、簡単な会話はよくできる。So yeah, I'm not fluent, but I can talk enough. でもまだあんまり上手じゃない。And I still mess up a lot with the politeness levels in Japanese. Like you have the very, very informal, then you have informal, then you have more of like a neutral, then you have politeness level, then you have two more politeness levels. Yeah, Japanese is not an easy language, but so is C++. Yeah, so far the translations, like Vovik is doing the Vovkiv is doing the Ukrainian and Russian translation, and most of the commits have always been from other people have always been the translations. So I'm basically the only one who does any of the code related stuff, and I don't see translations inside of it. That's a problem. Why is it not? What? Wait. Did I push these? Yes, I did. What? Where are the translations? Wow, I have not. 難しいですね。難しいですね。Okay, that fixes it normally, and now you should see the translation. So I put the translation in another repo because it's else too many commits. Yeah, that's basically the only reason. If people want to contribute, they fork this one and they can add the translations. Right now, all the translations in this file, I use YAML because it's just easier to work with. All the translations in this file are going to be in the first alpha. I'm not going to remove anything, and I will definitely add more things. And there's a certain structure to the YAML file, and it's something I also quickly want to go over for the people who do want to help it with this. So you have project settings, you have settings, you have startup. These are all the names of the screens, the different screens. So you have screen editor, screen main, screen project settings menu, screen settings menu, and screen startup. Tooltips also have another thing. These are the general things on top, and then it goes from screen to screen. It always has the name of the screen, what type it is, and then the variable to know what it is. How long have you been studying Japanese? Rugbug, the red fan. I can add one more afternoon. I can add one more afternoon. Add an afternoon to what? Yeah, the translations right now, there are a lot. There really are a lot. But I will probably go over to pod files in the future. Localization, pod generation. I will probably go over to that. The only problem I have with that is I feel like it's probably less easy to know where certain strings come from. Just starting university, so a few months. Oh, Ina. So you basically studying in school. Oh, I sometimes regret not having gone to a Japanese language school here in Japan. I've been living here for 3 years, and my Japanese is still quite low. Is it wise to have all translation in a single file? Probably not. But the thing is, I'm still figuring out which translation system I will use. Will I keep going with the YAML solution, or will I go over to the getText solution? Yeah, I still don't. I still haven't really decided on that part. Like on one hand, the bot generation. Like, if I want all the strings that need translation, I can add all things inside of here, add it, and it will automatically generate all the strings that need translation. And that honestly would be such a time saver, because right now I have to add every single thing manually. But on the other hand, it creates a little bit of issues as well, because you use the normal English strings, but right now everything has like a tag, like you can kind of tell where everything belongs. With the getText generation, you cannot easily tell, and that's kind of a problem that I'm having with it. Yeah, the thing is, if you work with what is it called again? With Git does not like CSV. By example, I start adding all the words for Japanese, but then somebody else adds the translations as well for Polish, and those two people commit at the exact same time, because all those translations are on the same. Wait, let's give a quick example. So, by example, I want to translate potato. So, in English, potato. In Japanese, jagaimo. So, I just added the Japanese and I did that commit. But then there's somebody else who translated for Dutch, for example. These are on the same line. It does not know that it should do this. So you basically have git conflicts, merge conflicts, which are very annoying to deal with. And that's why I use a YAML file for it. It makes a little bit more sense, but I'm thinking of making some kind of like UI, so you don't have to look in this file. You can look at it as if it were an Excel sheet. That's something I want to work on. But again, first the video editing part, and then the more quality of life improvements. So I know this one single file with almost 1,000 lines almost at this moment. It's not convenient, but it works for now. And that's the most important part. So for my game, I used Google Sheets for localization. It was nice. Yeah. Like that would, yeah, working in Excel. If you work with Excel and I could have a Google Docs file, like a Google Excel sheet that everybody can edit to it. But yeah, then you also have to trust every single person that edits to it, because everybody can just start changing everything to, yeah, especially for a big project like this. People would probably, like, if you have bad people, and from my last video, yeah, more than enough bad people who, yeah, don't like me, so they could probably go into that Google Docs file, start changing things and messing up the entire file, and voila, I lost all progress. So to use a like a Google Sheets file would work, but then you have to trust everybody that you give access to it. So yeah, I prefer to just work with this. People create a commit, create a pull request, and we can check if it's okay or not before we add it to the actual file. Okay. So in bin we have GDEffmpack. Oh wow, why is there? Oh yeah. New file. I think. Oh, where is my new file? I lost my new file already. Well, I think Webplate is one of the things that I like, because Gozen is an open source project. I was able to get free access. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. I think this is one that I have access to. But the only thing that I have at gettext is, how can people know where something belongs inside of the project? That's something that I feel makes it kind of difficult. I like the Godot POT generation. Yeah, yeah, I kind of had some issues with it. Like, I don't know if you can actually like create them all separately, like for the startup UI and such. So yeah, I think gettext is probably the way that I should go with this project, because if this keeps going, this whole file will become way too unmanageable. I made a poll as well to see if people have experience with gettext. They say no, but they also say that they want to learn it for in the localization team on the Discord server. So compile locally and test with your local PO is the way. I could create a file, like I could create it so if you have a certain folder in your .local/share/gozen, and if you put your PO files in there, that the project will automatically load them into the project, and that could be a way for people to test their PO files before like submitting them. That could be a solution. That's probably going to be the way that I should do it, to make it easier for people to test localization. Okay, you gave me a good idea. I should write that down. Okay, so let's quickly create progress. Gettext support. These are just some short notes. I think gettext setup requires something like that anyway. It could be helpful to have. Well, could it be helpful? Well, I think we should probably give all. You should link the Godot docs as well. I think we have the Godot. Wait, oh, whoops. Localization using gettext. Okay, there's something probably that I will work on quite soon, to be honest, because the localization right now, every single time that I create a new string and needing that to be translated, it's becoming quite time consuming. But I don't know enough yet about PO files and such to work with it smoothly. PO files in there to test translations and on startup, and that's where we go then. And let's quickly take this one. At around how many hours have I been streaming now? 1:04. Okay, so at around 1 o'clock. I will probably assign myself to this. Labels, enhancements, projects. I won't add any projects yet. And a milestone. I don't think this requires any kind of milestone system, so yeah. And let's pin this issue just in case, so I don't forget. Okay, and that's done. I like the web plate thing. It sounds nice to have through a website, but people can just install PO edit, and I have installed PO edit today actually to like test out. Browse files, create new, and I am actively, like, if I have a little bit of time or a little bit of time that I don't really feel like doing anything like very energy consuming and such, I always try to figure out those kind of things. The localization is one of the things that I was working and filling out a little bit with recently. Well, we have 10 viewers right now. New record! I think the record is at 11 or 12 viewers. Let's quickly do this. I quickly want to check something. Okay, and I'm back. Okay, so we went to 9 again. Our spike of 10 is gone. Oh, my kid is actually sleeping in the background. He fell asleep very strangely whilst, yeah, he often falls asleep in strange positions, but this time he was hanging over the table again, and he was basically sleeping like that. I thought he was awake watching television, but yeah, no, he wasn't. I was just going to have dinner with him, but yeah, that will have to wait. Most translators from GNOME and KDE are accustomed to get text, so that will probably get more and better contributions as well. Yeah, it is something I've been thinking about, and also with the whole get texting. Of as far as I know, if I would have the same string in multiple places, it would be able to be localized, like just with one translation. Because right now I have a couple of, especially from tooltips, I think I have some duplicates of what the text actually is. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I really don't know enough about gettext, but today especially I've been really thinking about switching to gettext. Okay. So I need this one, and let's start working a little bit on the GDExtension for a bit, because that will probably take quite a long time. So this conscript is there. Is this construct or conscript? Okay. Yeah, WebPlate has extra descriptions. The problem is every single time when you update that file, the descriptions go away. As far as I know, I think that was the problem with it. That yeah. I should honestly look more into it, if using WebPlate will be better, or just having the PO files locally in the, yeah. It's really something I need to get more of an understanding from. So basically, this is probably not working, this is not working, and I have no idea about this, but this is probably also not working. Source glop, I think the rest is still correct. We will also need a bin folder. I remember that I made a thing for this, but I don't think that's still working. The destination, so I'll only use this on this, like, yeah, let's just compile it to the main folder. Let's have a quick sh script so we can actually build it more conveniently. And let's just copy this one, Kana, from alt. So template debug, template release, destination we can remove. So we have target and platform. I think that's everything. And this one push d pop d, that's basically because this script, this should be running inside of this folder, and this folder is not correct right now. Also, let's comment this one out. That does not work. So we have src bin. So I think that should work. Oh, I'm streaming. Let's not put too many cores. And Linux. No construct file found. Ah, yeah, no. GDE. Huh. Push the src bin GDE extension. Ah, whoops. Underscore. Okay, so that works. That will probably take some time. So let's just go like this for a little bit, and I'll quickly refill my water bottle. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's still compiling. So let's give you something very interesting to watch. So every time when I'm compiling, I have to look at this entire text the entire time. Yeah, once you have it compiled once, the next compiling takes a lot less time because it only figures out like the changes and such. Same thing that Rust does with their system. But I think all compiling systems work like that. But I find Rust compared to C++, I find C++ that it sometimes starts compiling everything again without that many things having changed for some reason. I don't know why. I have not had that experience with Rust. Recently I've been trying a little bit with Rust, but yeah, it's difficult, Rust. Oh well. Yeah, this will probably take some time. Oh, but in the meantime, let's start working on the source folder a little. So in here, new folder, src. We will probably just copy paste a lot for this. So it includes something that can just be dragged inside of here. Oh, inside of the src. Well, let's just copy paste everything and let's just clean everything up a little bit. So this should give everything that we have already, but I want to take a quick look at this and actually improve things a little bit. The rendering requires a render profile. Asahi team has also been using Rust for the kernel side. Honestly, I find working with Rust, even though it's a little bit more complicated to get used to it, and especially because of all the... Yeah, I don't know how it's called, but the way that you can type certain things, it makes sense, and it makes things more complicated. But I'm kind of a fan. In the beginning, when I started with the Discord server and such, I often joked about, how about we rebuild Godot and Rust? I kind of still think that will probably be a good thing to do. Rebuild it completely in Rust. Bytes per pixel. I only use that here, and I'm not even certain if that always works, because I don't think we actually have an alpha layer in all video formats. So that's something that will probably, yeah, this is probably something I should put inside of the render profile. Då kan jag. So we have, let's put that in here, kan jag? Let's not, どうしようかな? It makes sense in its own way, nonsense, if you're trying to code C in Rust. Yeah, you really need to change kind of like your way of coding when you, yeah. What do I do about this one? Bytes per pixel. I think I should have like an alpha variable. Let's just copy this one. An int bytes per pixel 3. But how do we pass the render profile? Does this one have access to the render profile? Render profile, let's do that. And open FFmpeg. No, wait, I have a variable called profile. Oh wait, it's in public. Okay, no. So it's just to profile. Oh, whoops. I should probably put it in here first. No, you're not distracting you. Well, I'm not going to make the stream last that much longer anyway. It's almost 7 o'clock. My kid has not eaten yet, and he should probably wake up at some point because else I will have trouble sometime making him fall asleep at nights. Let's call this a bool. Alpha layer. This one is false by default. Wait, can I? Yeah. So if profile dot alpha layer. Oh, whoops. Switching between DD script and C++ is never really a fun thing to do. Oh. Because of all these things that are different. It has no... Why does it say it has no alpha layer? Get alpha layer? Ah, it's not a public one. Yeah, okay. No, it isn't a public. Oh, oops. Let's see, in this one. Why is this one? Oh yeah, bool. This one also bool. How about now? So what does it have access to? Quick restart. Okay, that works. Nope, that doesn't. Int byte per pixel. Let's just put that in here. Let's put that in open. Have it went back instead. Why? Do I need to? How about compiling? Does it still compile? Nope. It's been too long since I've been working with C++, so now it has a function. Why is it not able to access it? Do I need to? Oh, I think I know what I need to do. Wait, where else am I using profile? Ah. Okay, no, figured it out. Okay, so that works. Yeah, but it's already been 1.5 hours. I don't think I will do that much more. I can also notice that my brain is not on speed anymore, so I think I'll end it for today. Yeah, I still was able to get some amount of work done. Let's add that. Anything else that I can add? Let's just add that little fix. Yeah, this as well. Oh no, wait. Let's first commit this one, and then settings plus project settings menu. So these are basically done the project settings menu and the settings menu. Well, they don't look very finished, but they work, so that's more than enough for now. The top bar, small fix, add this one. Start up components as well. Small fix. Let's add that one. This one as well. Editor UI. Oh, I'll wait for that one. Okay, commits. Push. Let's quickly have one compile to see if it actually still works. Wait, can I do this? Oh, wow. I didn't know I could do this. Okay, it still compiles without problems. And that will be it for today. It's exactly 7 o'clock. It's time for dinner and I will head to bed quite early today. So yeah. For the people who are still watching, thank you for watching. For the people who watch this in the future, thank you as well. And a quick mention, so I don't forget. So thanks for our monthly supporters and for all the past monthly supporters and the one-time donate, well, the people who donated for one time. Some of these one-time donators have donated one time multiple times. But yeah, thank you very much. Join the Discord server and I'll see you all in the, well, probably next video. I think I'll start working on some videos first before I do another live stream. In the next live stream, it will probably be about editing the first video inside of GoZen, if everything goes well. Like, I'm really confident that I'll get it working, that I get the video editor working in a state that you can render things out. By the beginning of February, alpha is going to be at the end of February. Yeah, but for as how it looks right now, everything is nicely falling into pieces. I have my whoa, it's not really going well. I have everything of my source folder, timeline, project view, everything works normally. This is what we have at this moment. It's nothing special. You can open a project, title changes, you can create a new project without too much problem. Go back. These are just links, they all go towards the GitHub page. Oh, just joined. Hey Drag. Hisashiburi. Long time no see. Yeah, Discord support this project goes to the Ko-fi page. All of this works. Also, this link takes you to the person's page to Clay Banks. I'm very glad with this picture. Like, this is a very nice picture, and I'm glad that I can actually use it for free. Yeah, we have our printing of some basic information, like the version that you're running at this moment. Everything is nicely falling into place, and I'm very happy with how it's actually going. Let's change this to 3. I've actually been able to get kind of a lot of work done already, so the version checker also works. If you're out of, if your version is not up to date, it will display a small pop-up on the start screen that you have an update ready. Lots of things are working right now, and also a lot of things are not working at all. But basically, this is what you will see: an update available, not too big, but if you have an internet connection, you will be able to stay up to date with information. Yeah, I think that's all that I need to go over for now. Everything works, I can start the project. The editor UI is still missing, that's one thing. Normally there is some amount of UI, and if you, yeah, like it's over there. And that's not where it's supposed to be. Now I quickly want to fix that, because that, yeah, this one. Okay, so if I start test my UI, yay, yay. Yeah, for the UI part, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but it's going well. So yeah, let's save this. Let's save this so I don't accidentally delete things. Let's close this. So again, thanks to all my Ko-fi supporters, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Sorry for the people who just joined, and for the people who are not able to join. I don't always have time available on moments like in the weekends and such, which is sometimes kind of a problem, especially for live streams. I'll try to do more of my streams towards Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I cannot promise anything. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Oh, whoops. No. I have a bye-bye screen normally. No. No. I thought I had one. Okay, nope. Bye-bye.